Joined by Varun now. Varun, which are the stocks that are on your list today?
With Paytm, because that stock would be in focus today, because RBI has given in principle approval to Paytm payment services for the payment aggregator license. Now this license will actually enable Paytm to strengthen its overall merchant acquiring business, because now the company would be able to acquire new merchants, and also this will improve the overall transaction volumes for the company. Although the company will have to undertake the system audit and also including cyber security, and the company will have to submit the audit report within 6 months to RBI. So it's a positive news for Paytm. So keep an eye on Paytm today. Also keep an eye on Apollo Hospital, because the company has reported its Q1 numbers, and the numbers are actually very strong, because the revenues are up by around 15%, and the EBITDA margin that has improved by around 130 basis points from 13.3% to 14.6%, and the profitability of the company that has jumped by around 42%, and the profit has come at around 433 crores. If you also look at the segmental performance of the company, the healthcare service portfolio that has gone up by around 11%, the AHLL revenues that are up by around 19%, and the health core revenues, they are also up by around 19% for this quarter. Also keep an eye on ONGC, because the results of the company, they are good. On a standalone basis, if you look, there is a beat on EBITDA and profitability as well, because the EBITDA that has come at around 181 billion, and we were expecting it to come at around 174 billion. And also the profitability of the company that has come at around 8,000 crores, we are expecting it to come at around 7,800 crores. So the overall results of ONGC are in line with expectation. But yes, also there is a news that OPEC has actually raised its overall forecast, oil demand forecast for FY26. So this could actually spur the overall oil prices. So because of this also, keep an eye on ONGC and other oil marketing companies as well.
ONGC and several other oil marketing companies will be in focus on the back of that. But Sharad, you tell us which stocks are on your radar this morning?
Important buzz flow coming in the consumption space. At first, HUL focus as shareholders are given their nod for the demerger of the ice cream business. Now this will be coming in as a separate listed entity. Interestingly, the business holds brands such as Quality Walls, Cornetto and Magnum. And as per the recent con call, the company has stated that the demerger is likely to take place by the fourth quarter of FY26. Up next, Honasa Consumer, good set of numbers coming in for the June quarter, where PAT and margins beat estimates, and sequentially also the numbers did see an uptake. Now, our revenue on a year-on-year basis jumped almost 7.5%, while the margin, however, there was a beating of 69 basis points, but net, the numbers were above the street estimates. Also, apart from this, Nykaa would be in focus. Inline set of numbers coming in, and the overall gross merchandise value that stood at almost 4,182 crore rupees, and a significant jump coming on a year-on-year basis. Looking at the numbers, overall revenue jumped 23%, PAT jumping up 80% on a year-on-year basis, and the overall GMV that stood at roughly 26% growth.
Alright, so that's Nykaa for you, but let's also put the spotlight on a whole host of other stocks that will be in focus. And Karnataka Bank, that one has reported weaker than expected set of numbers. Net interest income has seen a downtick of nearly 16.5% on a year-on-year basis. PAT has fallen by 27%. Asset quality, meanwhile, has also deteriorated. So GNPA, that has come in at 3.46%, NNPA at 1.44%. This is again a decline of about 13 basis points on a year-on-year basis. Remember, company is undergoing management transition, and that continues to weigh heavy on the stock as well. Meanwhile, a whole host of mining companies, the likes of GMDC, NMDC and MOIL will be in focus, and this is because Lok Sabha has passed a bill to amend Mines and Minerals Act. So any kind of amendment or positive news flow that comes in for the mining sector, and all of these stocks will be in focus on the back of that. Meanwhile, Interglobe Aviation, on the back of some regulatory issue, where DGCA has issued a show cause notice to Indigo for simulator training lapses related to 1,700 pilots. Negative news flow coming in over here. Interglobe Aviation will be in focus on the back of that. And lastly, Nazara Technology, it reported its numbers that were largely in line with what the street was working with, but it has also, most importantly, declared bonus in the ratio of 1:1, and this is the reason Nazara Technology will also be in focus today.
Absolutely. So lots of stocks to watch out for, especially with respect to earnings.